Open Twitter.
Yo, what's up? And well, yeah, honestly, not even surprised at this point. You already know what's going on by the thumbnail and title, but for a little rundown before I read out the full story. Basically, a person got taken advantage of when they were very young for nudes and sexual stuff, which later on got posted on Twitter. Now, Twitter being the smart people and like woke and obviously with a sense of what is right and wrong, did absolutely fucking nothing at first. The reason I did this, or did nothing, is because it was quote unquote not against the community guidelines, which is fucking bullshit. As you can see right here on the screenshot, it is clearly against the community guidelines, very, very clearly. And yeah, now let me just read out the story and give my thoughts and opinions throughout reading the screenshots. Now, I'm pretty sure I got these screenshots from the New York Times. I forgot to include where I got them from the screenshot, so right now I'm having a hard time trying to figure it out, but I looked at Twitter and I'm pretty sure it was the New York Times. If I got it wrong, I'm really sorry. I do want to credit like the people who made the article, but I just took the screenshots in a weird way. Sorry about that. But now let me get on to reading screenshots. Twitter refused to take down widely shared pornographic images and videos of a teenage sex trafficking victim because an investigation didn't find a violation of the company's policies, a scathing lawsuit alleges. First of all, how does your own team not find anything violating the company's policies when literally one of the company's policies is on protecting children and not allowing like child exploitation on the platform, which this was very clearly child exploitation. They have a zero tolerance policy in their safety guidelines for child exploitation on their site. So I do not get how this was not enforced when minor incidents with people get them suspended. The federal suit filed Wednesday by the victim and his mother in the Northern District of California alleges Twitter made money off the clip, which showed a 13-year-old engage in sex acts. It's fucking disgusting. And are a form of child sexual abuse material or child porn, the suit states. It's fucking disgusting. Genuinely. Twitter needs to get that shit together. The teen, who is now 17 and lives in Florida, god damn, this was 4 years ago. They just came out about this recently. He's been sitting on this for 4 years, and imagine what that can do to someone knowing that like 4 years ago you were taking advantage of, and those pictures and images stayed on that website for so long and so many people saw that. It will actually scar someone. I don't understand why they did not take it down instantly. Who is now 17 and lives in Florida, is identified only as John Doe and was between 13 and 14 years old when sex traffickers posing as a 16-year-old female classmate started chatting with him on Snapchat, the suit alleges. Doe and the traffickers allegedly exchanged nude photos before the conversation turned to blackmail. If the teen didn't share more sexually graphic photos and videos, the explicit material he'd already sent would be shared with his parents, coach, pastor, and others, the suit states. Doe, acting under duress, initially complied and sent videos of himself performing sex acts and was also told to include another child in his videos, which he did, the suit claims. He even got another child involved just so, like, you know, he would not get his stuff shared out. He was really desperate and, like, you can't fault him for this. He was just acting, like, in a way of, like, I cannot get this shared out. This will, like, ruin everyone's perception of me, which is completely understandable. And I don't think he really did anything wrong here. He was just trying to not, you know, get his stuff put out there. And in general, obviously, I'm not saying he did something wrong at all. He did nothing wrong. Just want to clarify that real quick in case it sounded like I was, like, victim blaming. Not at all. Eventually, Doe blocked the traffickers and they stopped harassing him, but at some point in 2019, the videos surfaced on Twitter under 2 accounts that were known to share child sexual abuse material, court papers allege. If there's accounts that are known to share this kind of stuff, how are they still on the platform? And why are they still on the platform? Genuinely, I don't understand. Account even gets reported once. Yeah, maybe a bot will check it. I don't know if Twitter staff, like an actual person will check it if it just gets reported once, but if it gets reported a few times, which is then it's known to post that kind of stuff, how does it not get taken down very, very, very fucking fast? I don't understand how Twitter and these platforms work when like they take down Trump really fast for inciting violence, but when there's actual child pornography on the platform, they don't take it down, and like it takes some years and like lawsuits and stuff like that. I don't understand. Over the next month, the videos would be reported to Twitter at least 3 times, first on December 25th, 2019, but the tech giant failed to do anything about it until a federal law enforcement officer got involved, the suit states. Literally had to get someone from the law like an actual officer, to get them to take down child pornography. How do the people at Twitter still have their job? How are they not fired? The person or the people that dealt with this need to be fired. They cannot be trusted. Doe became aware of the tweets in January 2020 because they'd been viewed widely by his classmates, which subjected him to teasing, harassment, and vicious bullying, and led him to become suicidal, court records show. Even for like kids, and even for like teenagers, this is absolutely, how do I say it? It's fucking disgusting. That's the only way to say it. Bullying someone because they got taken advantage of. If you're around 14, you should have the mental capacity to understand when someone gets taken advantage of. The material got sent in 2017 and it got found in 2019, and that's when the bullying happened. That means they were probably around his age, which is like 16 at that point. How at 16 do you bully someone when they get taken advantage of like 2 years ago? How? What is wrong with your head? Genuinely, I do not understand. You need help. While Doe's parents contacted the school and made the police reports, he filed a complaint with Twitter saying there were 2 tweets depicting child pornography of himself and they needed to be removed because they were illegal, harmful, and were in violation of the site's policies. A support agent followed up and asked for a copy of Doe's ID so they could prove it was him, and after the team complied, there was no response for a week, the family claims. How? How was there no response for a week? It does not take that long to just go, oh, yeah, you know, this is him. That's a picture of him on ID. Oh, that was him, like, I don't know, 3 years ago? Yeah, okay, that's him. And then just take the content down. How does this happen? Unexcusable. There's nothing you can excuse it with. Around the same time, Doe's mother filed 2 complaints to Twitter reporting the same material, and for a week she also received no response, the suit states. Finally, on January 28th, Twitter replied to Doe and said they wouldn't be taking down the material which had already racked over 167,000 views and 2,223 retweets. First of all, who the fuck retweets child pornography? Second of all, 167,000. You're kidding, right? 167,000 people saw this. And honestly, probably a couple thousand reported it. Let's be honest. I know there'll obviously be a lot of sickos in there watching that, but like there'll be a couple thousand good people and they will report that content. So Twitter, what is your excuse? You need a new team, Twitter. Genuinely. Thanks for reaching out. We've received the content and didn't find a violation of our policies, so no action will be taken at this time. The response ends, according to the lawsuit. If you believe there's a potential copyright infringement, please start a new report. If the content is hosted on a third-party website, you will need to contact that website support team to report it. Your safety is the most important thing, and if you believe you are in danger, we encourage you to contact your local authorities. Well, that's what they did. That's what they fucking did. In his response published in the complaint, Doe appeared shocked. What do you mean you don't see a problem? We are both minors right now, and were minors at the time these videos were taken. We both were 13 years of age. We were baited, harassed, and threatened to take these videos that are now being posted without our permission. We did not authorize these videos at all, and they need to be taken down, the teen wrote back to Twitter. And he's absolutely fucking right. He has every right to be upset, mad, or anything. He even included his case number from local law enforcement agency, but still the tech giant allegedly ignored him and refused to do anything about the illegal child sexual abuse material as it continued to rack up more views. 2 days later, Doe's mom was connected with an agent from the Department of Homeland Security through mutual contact who successfully had the videos removed on January, the suit states. Only after this takedown demand from a federal agent did Twitter suspend the accounts that were distributing the CSAM and report the CSAM to the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, states the suit filed by the National Center on Sexual Exploitation and 2 law firms. 2 law firms. You shouldn't even need a law firm. That's the whole point. You should not need to contact a law firm to get child abuse material taken down off the internet. That should not be a need. They should not have had to spend money on a lawyer or a law firm to get this shit taken down. They should have been able to contact Twitter, and Twitter, without, like, even if it wasn't them in the videos, they should have just taken it down. I don't understand. Twitter, what the fuck is wrong with you? This is directly in contrast to what the automated reply message and user agreement state they will do to protect children. The disturbing lawsuit goes on to allege Twitter knowingly hosts creeps who use platforms to exchange child porn material and profit from it, including ads interspaced between tweets advertising or requesting the material. Early Thursday, Twitter declined comment to the post, but later in the day reversed course and sent a statement by email. Twitter has a zero tolerance for any material that features or promotes child sexual exploitation. Our dedicated teams work work to stay ahead of bad faith actors and to ensure we're doing everything we can to remove content, facilitate investigations, and protect minors from harm, both on and offline. If you heard all of this and have not lost faith in humanity, I don't know what can make you lose faith in humanity. I know there's some worse shit, but this is pretty high up there. Literally, imagine contacting a corporation because you got taken advantage of at an extremely young age, and these embarrassing and downright disgusting photos of you got shared over the platform. Imagine they just say, oh, it's not violating anything, this is completely fine. And then you actually have to pay money for 2 law firms. How, Twitter? I don't get it. It seems like it's always getting worse, you know? They take down the wrong shit and don't take down the bad shit. It's like almost like everyone at Twitter is a fucking pedophile that, I don't know, hates things that are actually fine and likes things that are fucking disgusting and degenerate. I don't understand. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, because I hope it was informative. That's what I'll say. Because enjoying this, I don't think anyone's enjoying or hearing about a child getting taken advantage of and Twitter not doing anything. But honestly, it's nothing new that Twitter acts like this, and it's sad. Anyway, I'll see you. I hope you can just maybe not think about this too much because it's just depressing. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
お前はもう